Greetings and beyond the new, my compatriots. It is I, Captain Vern Luna. Today we enter the Tome of Terror to a familiar surrounding, that being the Boiling Isles, where one Luz Nocita shall learn that life can be a real witch. So, sit back and enjoy the curious closet of Edalyn Clawthorn. Luz sat bored. Ida had taken off with King and Hooty to collect some rare herbs. Lilith was doing her research across the Isles, and Amity had been roped into helping her siblings with something or other. Luz honestly found herself, for the first time in a long while, bored out of her skull. She had done her glyph exercises, training ever more so in mastering the art of glyph magic. She had even swept the owl house in an attempt to find something to take up time. As she put the broom and dustpan back where they belonged, she noticed a door at the end of the hallway next to her. She had been in the owl house for quite some time, and yet she could not for the life of her remember what the door led to. Having nothing better to do, she decided to see what was inside. As she walked down the hall, she began to feel a chill, a strong shudder going down her spine. Her stomach became racked with nausea, and when she got to the door, it stopped as quickly as it began. As she reached down to the knob, she felt something egging her on, some invisible force urging her to do so, at which point her better sense went out, and she bolted down the hallway away from the door. Ida had arrived home shortly after, Amity having come over as well, and they had a quick dinner before retiring for the night, Luz giving Amity a tight hug and bidding her good night. Luz wanted to bring up the door to Ida, but decided it wasn't worth mentioning, though she found herself wondering why. After all, it seemed like something worth discussing at the very least, and yet it was once again as if some force was encouraging her, only this time to stay quiet. That night Luz laid awake in her room. She couldn't sleep, the mystery of the door weighing on her mind, as she ended up getting out of bed and heading to the door once more. Everyone was asleep as she made her trek to the door. She felt the same rush of nausea and chills as she had previously experienced. This time, however, nothing would be stopping her. With a hard gulp, she opened the door. A horrified shriek echoed through the owl house as Ida bolted downstairs, King scrambling awake and Hooty heading to see what had happened as well. They found nothing, only Luz's clothes, and no door.